And it's, just playing against Brian's teams, just it's always an honor to play San Diego State. They've been one of the best college basketball programs, in the country for the last, several years. The job he's done there, it's incredible. Couldn't have more respect for their players, how they show up. Obviously, we had our best night, and they didn't have one of their best nights, and obviously didn't expect a game like this versus those guys. But ultimate respect to San Diego State, true champions.
Thank you, Coach. Take a question here in the front, right here.
Zach Braziller, New York Post. Dan, that's now 9. You've won 9 straight tournament games by an average of 22.8 points.
Can he ask me, or he's got to ask that?
Sorry, what was the?
Can I ask Dan, Coach?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Oh, you can ask me.
Yeah.
So that's 9 straight tournament wins by an average of 22.8 points. When you hear that number, just is it hard to believe, or
No,
it's not supposed to be this easy.
We suck at winning close games, so you got to go with the alternative. No, I think the group, we got a killer instinct. We play every possession with great desperation. We got NBA level players that are incredibly well prepared. By Luke Murray and Kamani Young, who 2 of the best coaches in the country, assistant, head coach, just 2 of the best that do it. Obviously, we're very comfortable in tournament play. We're hard to prepare for.
Right here to the left.
Hi, Tara Sullivan from the Boston Globe. Cam, I guess I wanted to ask this of you, having joined this team this year. How would you describe the hunger level for this team, and how much does it mean to you to see teammates who have already won kind of play with as much hunger as it seems you guys do this year?
Yeah, I think everybody's very hungry. Obviously the team had great success last year, but, it's a different group. And, a lot of those returners came back wanting to, go do it again and help the new guys experience, a national championship. So, I think that's just a part of the UConn culture. And, I'm happy to be at UConn and happy to be a part of it.
Right here in the back right.
Dan, Mike Abelson, New Hampshire Union leader. Alex drops 8 right off the rip in the first about 4 minutes. How much do you think that settled the team in? How much did that settle you in as a coach, knowing this was a real wild card game?
Yeah, we expected to have a very difficult time offensively versus these guys. They're top 10 defense, and the physicality. Just that start by Alex, really settled us. Obviously, Cam's first half. Tinu's second half, Donovan got it going. The balance basically to have the 4 guys in double figures, 2 more guys with 8. We have a lot of answers.
Right here in front.
Dom Amori, Hartford Courant. Steph, can you discuss what you saw, what you thought going into the second half, and if you feel like this game maybe represented even a breakthrough to a different level for you?
I just saw that, I kind of missed out on a couple opportunities to kind of, grab some offense rebounds, kind of make some more plays for my teammates. And second half, I just tried to, trying to make up for those and, just trying to do whatever I can to, win my matchup and help my teammates.
Right here in the middle.
Hi, Connor Sargent, Daily Campus. Dan, I was wondering if you could speak upon how the defensive how the defense really stepped up in the second half, specifically when you look at how Ledee performed in the first versus the second. There's a real starch difference there, and it really seemed to shut down the SDSU offensive attack.
In the first half, I think we made some, he made 3 perimeter shots against Donovan, out in space, and then 2 kind of broken play buckets. But obviously he had 15 at the half, and then. Just obviously to hold him, an All-American caliber player like Jaden to 3 points in the second half. I think we just, Donovan made it hard on him. Sampson made it hard on him. Guys were helping off the right people on the perimeter. Just showed him a lot more bodies and played much better one-on-one defense. But we're a top 10 defensive team as well. So. Again, that's the best way to keep yourself from being vulnerable in this tournament, by guarding at a high level.
Right here in the front left.
Dan, Joe Ruda, Hartford Current. You went to Donovan a little bit, in the first half. He's putting up a bunch of shots, not really hitting. But those three guys combined for 51. So how were you able to – what was your focus in this game in terms of backcourt versus frontcourt and scoring?
Yeah, I mean, it's Donovan had some good opportunities with Ledee. The opportunity to get 3 fouls on him there was too tempting not to give him a couple of opportunities there. But that guy, sometimes it's hard for a 7'3" guy to score against a freak athlete who's super strong, who could kind of leverage them a little bit. Had that low leverage, but you look at the 3 guards and the performances by these guys. 17 and 4, 18 and 3, 16 and 11, and then Haas. I thought Haas was really, really good too.
Right here to the right.
Nick Galley, Field Level Media. This is for any of you guys. It's supposed to be a neutral site game, but a lot of UConn white in that crowd tonight. What does it mean to kind of have that fan support in a game like this?
Go ahead, Stefan.
It means a lot, just to be able to travel with our fans. We travel very well. I feel like it gives us, a kind of a boost, a little bit of an advantage. And, I heard Coach say it before. We tried to make it like Stores North a little bit. So, they showed out for us, and, it was definitely electric in there tonight.
Committee didn't give that to us, too. We had to win a shit ton of games to get that.
Right here to the left.
Matt Votor, Mass Live. Dan, building off that a little bit, when you looked for a second, when you're putting your walk-ons in, it looked like you looked up into that crowd for a second. Do you allow yourself to take a moment? At that point, you've got the game in hand and realize that this is kind of special to have this around you, what you've just accomplished on the court in front of you, and have the people and the support behind you. Is that a moment that you can kind of pause and keep for later?
Yeah, listen, the way that defending champs have fared in recent history, it's kind of been against the odds in terms of the season we're having, following up the national championship with an even better season, winning the Big East regular season by multiple games and setting a program record for wins on the season, and you winning the Big East tournament and now getting to an Elite Eight. This team has defied, what past champions have done and taken this program to a completely different level. So, I think with about 13 seconds left, I allowed myself to enjoy it as I screamed to get the ball to Andrew's hands so he could dribble out the clock. That's been kind of another superstition. Get him the ball, please. And then just to be able to go over and hug my wife, Andrea, who she's got put up with me, and she's got to deal with my socks and underwear and everything after this.
Time for about 2 or 3 more here. Over here to the right.
Adeshina Koike, a lot of sports talk. Coach, congratulations. To lose Jordan and Andre, but have players like Cam and Stefan step in to help fill those roles. How impressive was the most impressive part of 2 newcomers, even though they're in different stages of their careers, in filling that gap? And speak to the chemistry as well of those 2. There were a couple of tic-tac-toe passes between them that led to dunks.
Those guys, Jordan, Andre, Adama, Joey, Naheem, all those guys are a big reason why we are where we are right now with this season too, what they were built in terms of the championship culture. And, this is just where our program's at right now. This is where our program's going to be. I don't think we feel tremendous pressure going into these round of 32 or Sweet 16 games. Obviously, we feel pressure because we want Cam and Steph and some of these guys that are maybe on their last run at UConn to experience a Final Four and a national championship. But as a program, we don't feel a lot of pressure. I know as a staff we don't, because we feel like the position that we're in right now is going to be our level, and that we're going to be able to maintain it because we've got the formula.
Right here in front.
Dan, on Steph, you guys have talked about how unselfish he is as a freshman and, as a big 5-star recruit. What do you just see of the progress he's making? Obviously, first career double-double tonight, and his defense and now his rebounding. Just as he's gotten more experience, what do you think of just the strides?
Yeah, he's a pleaser, and he's a humble kid, and he's got the great parents, and then I think what makes it easier for Steph is he's insulated with a great group of older players and a great mix on the roster. His relationship with Tristan, has helped him a great deal. Donovan, Alex Caravan, Cam Spencer. He's got like veteran players that aren't threatened by, him in these mock drafts and, all of his abilities and talent. We don't have that petty shit in our program. Like we just got a great group of people that support each other. The players have a really special bond, and I'll credit, Steph's parents and these guys he gets to play with.
We got about 2 minutes left. We're going to take 2 questions. Go ahead, Tara.
Dan, maybe a little bit more about that, but what I was asking Cam, like that hunger, what do you see in some of the guys who have won? How do you see it manifest that they really are pulling for guys who haven't experienced it to feel it too? How do you know that? How do you see that?
Yeah, they're just we just got people that are that just are desperate to win more. We have winners. We have we've got we guys. We've got we've also too talked about legacy. I mean, you're talking Tristan Newton right now is make a case for the greatest career that any guard's ever had while wearing the uniform at UConn right now. Like while he's at UConn, like what he's accomplished in 2 years. Donovan Clingan, these guys right now are leaving a legacy in a place that's hard to leave a legacy. It's been a historical season and a tough place to make history. So, but they're galvanized by that. Special.
Take one last one here. We'll wrap up.
Tristan, what level of confidence does that give you going into Saturday to be sitting right next to your coach and hear him saying that about you right now?
Yeah, I mean, it gives me a lot of confidence. This isn't anything I haven't heard before from him. He praises me behind closed doors, and my teammates they give me great confidence. So I got the utmost confidence, and can't wait for Saturday.
Thanks, gentlemen. Good luck on Saturday.